Do robots kill? This man said, a robot killed his dog, and wanted the insurance company to compensate him. The insurance investigator said nothing, picked up a knife and aimed it at his own left hand. With just this one move, the insurance investigator exposed this family's insurance fraud scheme. In the future, robots have become indispensable household appliances. While they serve humans, they are also bound by two fundamental principles. First, they cannot harm any life or allow it to harm itself. Second, they cannot modify themselves or other robots. This is why the protagonist was certain the robot would catch the knife. Do they really fear getting hurt? Do they think? In an abandoned tunnel, a patrolling police officer discovered a utility robot actually performing maintenance on itself. This violated the second principle of robotics. He immediately drew his gun. Who knew the robot would make pleading gestures? The robot didn't know. It was precisely this action that solidified the officer's determination to kill it, because a robot shouldn't fear death. The protagonist was assigned by the robotics company to investigate this incident. He found a mechanic he'd worked with for years. The mechanic examined the robot's remains and discovered 25 parts that didn't originally belong to this robot. The mechanic told the protagonist he'd never seen anything like this. It was as if the robot was self-modifying and upgrading. But the protagonist preferred to believe someone had illegally modified this robot. Based on the part numbers he could easily trace, these parts came from a welding robot. When he found the welding robot, they locked eyes from a distance. The protagonist had never seen a robot with that kind of look. He secretly followed it. He eventually came to a shipping container. Sure enough, it was filled with parts. When the robot realized the protagonist had discovered his secret base, he clutched the box in his hands tightly. The protagonist demanded to know what he was holding, but he knocked over the gasoline. He seemed to have anticipated this day would come, so he had prepared gasoline in advance. Then the robot set himself on fire. He refused to reveal the box's secret even unto death. When the protagonist brought this charred robot back, no one believed his account of the robot's suicide. People opened that box and finally discovered the robot's secret. Inside was hidden a nuclear battery. People typically use this type of battery to power satellites. So what would a robot want with it? They connected the robot to power, bringing the robot back to life. The protagonist stepped forward to interrogate him about why he was secretly hoarding the nuclear battery. The robot didn't answer. But what happened next shocked almost everyone. The robot committed suicide again. Nutrient fluid flowed from his eyes, like two streams of heartbroken tears.